Hey guys, how are you? This is Jim from the Pain PT and coming at you from my RV here. We have some in-laws in town, so want a little bit of privacy to record this. And we're going to talk today about diving deeper into your subconscious mind to look for core issues or themes that underlie your condition, your physical symptom or your chronic condition. And so, as we know, a lot of these conditions are produced by your brain, and they're produced by the limbic brain, which is part of your subconscious or unconscious mind. And that's linked up to your amygdala, which is the driver of this stuff, which is your emotional part of your brain. That's connected to your other areas, such as your memories, which is your hippocampus, and your beliefs, which comes from your thalamus. And so what we want to do is look at whatever you're going through, your condition, and do a deep dive into what is the core issue here. What is the root, do you believe, or the core issue of what you're dealing with on an emotional level, and how that relates to your life. To maybe some of these themes that came from childhood that could be coming up now. So one of the things you guys can do is you can ask your subconscious mind directly, what is causing this subconscious? What is the root of this problem? What's going on here? What's happening? What's causing this? So you can ask that to your subconscious mind before you go to sleep or when you first get up in the morning, and see if you can be open to what it's saying, to an answer it might give you. Sometimes you'll get an answer. Sometimes you need to wait for it to speak. So it's times of when you're very calm and clear and relaxed, and the mind's quiet, is when you have a better chance of getting some type of answer. Now, another thing you can do is to just inquire, to start to inquire into yourself and actively look for what might be going on. Looking for the situation of how maybe your pain or symptoms started, what was happening then in your life, see what kind of stress was there, how the stress made you feel emotionally, and maybe why the brain was reacting so much. Why was the brain reacting so much to give you these symptoms? What was happening? Why did it react? What was the danger or the threat there? Because the brain reacts when there's some kind of a danger or threat, and it can give us these symptoms from emotions. So sometimes the danger or threat can be just we're anxious and worried and scared. We're into a fear type position. And sometimes it can be reacting because there's anger there or rage that's underneath that. It could be underneath anxiety, or it could be there that's not being looked at and can be hidden, and repressed or suppressed. And maybe there's other emotions like grief that's there, that's hiding as well. So it depends on the situation. So everybody's different. Your situation is very specific to your life. And a lot of times what's happening when symptoms started has a link to your past. It has a common theme or thread where there's something that it hit you harder now because of a pattern or something like this happened in the past. It reminded you of something in the past. So the brain is always going to be potentially reacting in this way from our patterns, our personality traits, our past experiences in the present moment. So look for a big theme. If you can unearth a reason, a theme, an emotional theme, and apply it to what's happening, and then accept that, have a level of acceptance that I have these feelings, I have these situations from my past that may be influencing it, and come to a place of peace around this through expression, through release, then a lot of times your symptoms can really drop off or really subside or really come down. Because if we're looking at this as an emotional problem, not a structural one, we're looking at this as a stress-related problem, not a body-related problem, then we're trying to pick apart the stress. We're trying to do a deep dive into your stress and say, what is this? What's going on here? Remember, it's in the subconscious mind. It's not in your conscious mind, but we need to use your conscious brain to be able to look into the unconscious mind. Okay, this is where the cortex goes to work again for you to help you decipher what's going on and make sense of this. And then come to a place of acceptance and peace around it. Okay, so this is really the work here again. We're working that connection of amygdala to cortex and limbic brain to cortex. And the cortex is actually trying to decipher what this brain has been throwing at you into your body. You know, what's the root of this problem? What's the source of this? What's happening here? Okay, so see if you guys can do that. This is the deeper work of working with TMS or mind-body problems. Okay, outside of reassuring yourself that you're physically fine and telling your brain that you're okay and that you can do these things. This is more the emotional work and the exploratory work of themes and things like this, and diving deep into yourself to really look at what makes you tick and what could be at play here. All right, guys, reach out with questions. If you need help in this part of your journey, this is what I help people do. Try to take a deep dive into yourself and see what's happening to put some pieces together. All right, take care now. Bye-bye.